Hey everyone, this is Brian from Jank Fuzzball. We are here for the recap episode of the 12 Days of Dollar Packs. Big shout out to everyone who's watched an episode or a portion of an episode up through now. It was a lot of fun for me personally doing something new. Cracking packs is always fun, but trying some YouTube content, doing some graphics for it, and learning how to edit and record simultaneously with my phone and this. I'm an educator. For those that don't know, I'm a college professor, and so I'm always constantly striving to learn new things. And this provided that opportunity. So thank you for everyone watching it. I hope to deliver some more Star Wars Destiny content. I hope you'll follow along. If you haven't already, you can subscribe. At the end of this video, there's a button to do that. And I would love to. I love the interactions. I love the comments everyone has left. Everyone has left it. I love the comments everyone has left. Thank you again for the participation there. It makes it worthwhile. The idea is good. Hey, 12 videos in 12 days, it'd be a piece of cake. It wasn't too bad. They're short videos, but it's still a chunk of time that goes into producing the content. So thank you to everyone. Today, I just want to recap. I love when I crack packs in a sealed event or crack a box. I love looking at just the distribution and the data. And so I thought I'd spend a few minutes kind of going over that and recapping and reviewing what dice cards we pulled. We, meaning me, I guess, for the last 12 days. So let's take a look. If you can see over here, we have our dice. Look at that. Pretty even distribution, not even at all, but between yellow and red, 5 dice apiece, excuse me. So look at that. We only got 2 dice of one of blue and one of gray, but everything else is either yellow or red. So that's pretty impressive. 10 out of the 12 packs were yellow or red. So if those are the faction colors you enjoy playing, that's great. If you're really looking to swing sticks and play your favorite Jedi or Sith, that's a little disappointing, these 12. But we did get, what's most significant, is the one die we pulled, the blue die, is the legendary. So I think we can slide those over. We pulled our legendary. That was it, the one. I was hoping for more than one, but this is a pretty good one to pull. Since I recorded those, since I recorded the whole series this past weekend, played some games on TTS with my buddy Greg, I took this character and paired him with another legendary character, so not very on brand in terms of being jank. But I played a single die Luke Skywalker, a reluctant instructor, along with Qui-Gon Jinn from across the galaxy. Super fun, very tanky, lots and lots of shields. I managed to get Luke's lightning rod down on Luke pretty early, and it was a really enjoyable game. I ended up losing because I perhaps got a little too greedy, not shielding up, and lost to an inflict pain when I had lethal damage showing on his last character. Greg was running a single die Commander Cody and then 3 clone troopers. So a lot of health spread out. But I felt like defeat was snatched from the jaws of victory. All props to Greg for winning the game, but it was close. What's also great about this card is that Greg only has one of these. And so I have arranged a deal so that I'm going to send him this card along with my single copy of Covert Missions Anakin Skywalker in exchange for his death field. So he doesn't have any Bane. I have Elite Bane. I don't really care to play Anakin. He has a single die Anakin as well. So works out for both of us. What's really great is I'm very fortunate to have a buddy like Greg who's our collections kind of complement one another, right? I play Maul. He doesn't play Maul at all. He plays, he has R2-D2 and C-3PO, and I don't have any R2-D2, right? So we kind of steer clear of each other's lane to some respect. I play the big blue bads. I play the Palp. I play Bane. He kind of comes at me with he has Iden. He has other characters that I don't run. So certainly there's overlap, but it's fun to do that. So for $1, right? I cracked this for $1. That paired with another card is going to give me a death field. So great value there. Let's look at the distribution of the rares. As I mentioned, we actually pulled 4 characters in total. So we had Luke. Let's get that off the phone. And then we had Sienna Ree and 2 executioners. So Sienna Ree, you recall, is from Empire War. And so of the 12 packs I bought at Barnes & Noble for $1, 11 were Way of the Force, but then there was 1 pack of Empire War. So I'm super excited about this. I don't have any of Sienna Ree, and so I'm really, really stoked to get that. Executioners, I'm still trying to think of what to run Executioners for. I was thinking I could actually run 3 Executioners. I have others in my collection, and maybe Claudite Shapeshifter. I enjoy the Claudite if you have that kind of gap. So it'd be 24 plus the 6. But what would you do? What would you do with an Executioner? More importantly, what would you do with 2 Executioners, right? 1 is always great if you need to drop red in for 8 points. That would work. But what are your ideas? What should I try to build along if I can with 2 executioners? Honestly, I thought my one of my favorite characters to play, very janky, is Sauvage Oppress. And so each of these would be 16 points, and Sauvage Elite is 14. It's a lot of sticks, doesn't make a lot of money. So I don't know. I may still try to build that because I do love me some Sauvage Oppress. An earlier podcast episode this year was all about me working Sauvage with a blue partner, a yellow partner, and a red partner. So if you wanted to check that out, jank@fuzzball.com, you could do that. All right, so we pulled 4 characters. It felt pretty good. Next up, we pulled 3 supports. Look at that. A neutral and then a villain and a hero. These are great. This, I don't think it's found its place. But yeah, as I mentioned, these are both fantastic supports. So I'm really stoked about those. I generally like support decks. I like kind of spamming the table with cards and with dice. Again, I'm not a great player, but that's the kind of style I go to, unless I'm running Maul or one of those aforementioned blue baddies. This stock freighter, one of my favorite decks of 2020 that I've played is Elite Vader, the Vader Pilot, the recent CM Vader, and Tickle Jabba out of Way of the Force, and just try to get as many specials as possible. And this, I don't think this is in there, but I may. I mean, Vader is a pilot, so I may just kind of jank that deck up even more and stick this in there. That'd be fun. But overall, I'm pretty happy with these supports. Can't complain. Next up, we had upgrades. Interesting upgrade suite for sure. You can see one red, this very strange Electropole. Again, I haven't run a lot of Gungans, but I saw even on Facebook this week, people were talking like, are Gungans worth it? And a lot of people comment on how fun they are to play. So I should probably build a Gungan deck for sure. And then, some interesting other, we got a villain yellow, we got a neutral yellow, and we got a hero yellow. I mentioned, as I talked about all these, I did, since I recorded the episode where we cracked this one, I did slot this on the database into my Yoda Hondo deck, Elite Yoda 1 and then Elite Hondo, hoping to special chain into that because I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I didn't run it this weekend. I was having too much fun with other things. So, but again, I'm going to see if I can get this card into some decks and get it on the table. And then the last dice card we pull, Bendu's Lair. It's the only battlefield in the game that ever had a die, and it's serviceable. There are usually other battlefields that you may go for that'll give you value, but if you're running short on die, or I guess that'd be the main thing, right? If you're running short on die, that's a good dice, right? 1 range, 2 indirect, 1 focus, 2 shields, a resource, and a miss. I've played a lot, but I have a lot of these now, so who knows? But there you go. Those were the dice cards, which is great. All told, here are my stacks. I don't know if you sort. How do you sort your cards? There we go. So all told, 12 packs were opened. I had 12 blue cards that come out of that. I had 8 gray cards, 18 yellow cards, but 22 red cards. So red was the color of choice. If that was something that was, again, if red is your color, these 12 packs would be good. To recap, the cost of these 12 packs, buying them at Barnes & Noble for $1 a piece, I got them less than that because of the Barnes & Noble discount. So less than $12, tax included. Pretty good deal. Strangest thing happened. I checked after Christmas to see if the Across the Galaxy packs had dropped from $2 lower. And it seems like everything is back up to $2.99. So even Way of the Force and Empire at War were listed on the website at $2.99. So that's a little bit disappointing. I should check today and see if that was a mistake, but it seems weird that a discontinued game would suddenly bounce up in price once you've already marked it down for clearance. So we'll see. Once again, I want to thank you for being part of this. I'm recording this on the 29th. It should come out late tonight or the 30th. You have 2 days, if that's the case. You have just a few days to take advantage of Game Shop and Destiny's Black Friday deal. Runs through December 31st. You can get 25% off all your Destiny singles with the discount code Black Friday. So if you're still looking to piece together some gaps in your collection, I would certainly give them a look over and see if they can help with your needs. All right, that'll do it. Again, huge shout out to everyone that's followed along. It means a lot. There are times this year where I thought I was going to wrap up Jank It Up Fuzzball and move on to other things. And, I may transition away from the podcast and just kind of roll with video because, again, I like learning new things. But it means a lot to me. For anyone that's spent any amount of time watching these videos, I want to thank you. I have some more videos ideas that I'm gonna start up in January. So please subscribe, stick around, and we'll see where we go. Until then, play some Jank, roll some dice, and have some fun. Thanks a lot.